Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Mark Bollinger. I'm pretty sure I've faced this guy maybe a couple of times. I couldn't remember. Most of the times I can remember what people sort of bring, like whether they bring fast jumpy mechs, or if they bring Kantaros, or what they bring. I couldn't remember Mark. I couldn't be bothered looking it up in my previous videos. So I've just taken a fairly much all tank fit here. Obviously, if it's Kantaros, if it's 3 Kantaros, it's going to be no fun because we will get knocked down pretty much no matter what. But hopefully we can just tank through whatever he's got and just go for it. So we've got Sumo and Buckshot. Sumo is actually one of my favorite pilots. He's got decent heat distribution. He's not such a great pilot. He's fairly slow at moving the damn thing, but other than that, I feel like he's a nice all-rounder. We have Showboat and Mockingbird on the 2 Centurions here, just to do the sensor locking for us. I wasn't sure if he was gonna bring something fast and jumpy, so I've got 2 sets of sensor lockers here, just to maybe grab a hold of something and just really jam it down. Even if you get 6 bits of evasion, 2 sensor locks will bring you down to 2. And then we can fire in with a bunch of missiles. If he's got bulwark, obviously it's just going to negate all that, but at least we'll get some missiles onto you. If he's long range, at least we can swap in a pilot, swap out a pilot. Obviously it's not quite as good as having a Panther or something like that. I do love the Panthers. They are... Maybe I should have brought a Panther instead. I just wasn't sure what he brought, so I just brought a really generic sort of fit here, just to try and eat up something. Maybe a Panther, and then you could upgrade this to... What would you upgrade this to? A Griffin? Maybe I could fit a Griffin in. I like the Laser Griffin more than the PPC Griffin in this fit, since it's going to be a lot of close range fighting. But then you could have maybe fit Paradise in, but if you fit Paradise in, you lose a sensor lock. So there is that. The round timers here are pretty huge. I can't remember if Mark likes them huge or not. That sounds pretty weird. Mark, do you like them huge? Do you, sir? Some people I've found tend to generalize towards having unlimited or really long timers. Other people I find will do the two and the 1. I do. Maybe I'm starting to come around to the 2-minute timer. Gives you a little bit more time to think, but it's not massive. But I think if we are going to be... If they ever do competition games in this, I think 1-minute timers would be a lot better. Just to make people... I always like forced errors. Makes the game a bit more interesting, right? A bit more think on your feet. Go for it. Not... we're not playing a 20-year game of chess here. We're playing robots that are running and shooting. So I think it should happen pretty quick, the turns, to sort of at least be a little bit more realistic. Imagine being the commander and be like, look guys, we're going to take 5 minutes breaks between everybody. So you can move, Bob, but after that, you're going to take 5 minutes. Just smoke in your cabin, do whatever, I don't care. While we wait for the enemy, they're going to have 5 minutes. You wait in your cabin, do whatever. Seems a little crazy, even a minute, right? But I mean, you couldn't make this real time. I have to say, I am garbage at RTSs. If it was RTS, I would not be able to micro this at all. I'd just be clicking on the enemy and firing. I'm probably going to keep the 2 heavies towards the front. We might jam them in the trees over here. In fact, I'd like to make sure Buckshot can actually make that. You can. Alright, Buckshot, you can go up first. I'd just like to ensure these guys have tree cover as we move. Anywhere. Try and keep the Centurions towards the back. The Orions are pretty lovely tanks. They got a fair chunk of armor on them. I mean, what do we got? 110, 180 in the torso. Plus, was that 115 internals? They can spit out a fair bit of damage. Obviously, the LRM-15s do a bit of work as people close in on you. And then you can just hoe them down with SRMs, medium lasers, and an AC. Oh, nice bunch of weapons. Obviously, it doesn't help that a lot of the stuff's on your arms. As soon as you start losing these arms, I think you lose lasers off the arms, and then the ACs obviously on your torso, SRMs on this torso, along with your LRMs. Just looks like a giant fridge, right? Giant fridge with arms just coming at you. He's like, "Sir, I wish to cool your ice cubes." And then the front just opens up and he spews forth some SRM ice cubes. Now, I don't know how I'm going to deal with him if he's some sort of LRM fit here. Can make some more trees on this side. How you doing, buddy? You cannot quite make that, so we'll put you... You know what? You can just have these trees. I don't want to get caught in the open. So we'll just slowly stomp forward. We do have to... I think we have to cut... We're going to have to cut this way anyway. But without a light, I don't want to misstep here. Because without a light, you can't get a sensor lock and then back up. So maybe a Panther would have been better here. Obviously, it had the risk of eating a, LRM 30s, right? LRM 20s. You know, there's a bit of a risk of eating a whole lot of missile fire, but probably better for actually finding people. Because at the moment, I can't, like, if he's got a bunch of mediums and these guys get hit, then the light could lock him, and then what? I'm stuck with a medium that's possibly out of position. Because until you know where they are, you don't know where to position, right? You're like, do I take this tree? Is he going to appear from over here and shoot me on the side? It's all a bit up in the air, whereas at least with a light, you can be this far up ahead, find him, come back. You know, everyone can move up in cover, and then you can just poke and prod. Poke and prod. Alright, so you can get some trees over here. You, sir, take your trees on this corner. Actually, can you get these trees? Oof, I'd rather you had the evasion. Actually. You, missy, take these trees here. And you, sir, take these trees. The trees do cut down your movement, so it's making me move a little bit slower having trees. But I don't mind. I'd rather suddenly get pinged and have tree cover here than get pinged and not have tree cover. Obviously, if he already has the top of this hill, I'm going to be in for a hard slog. I think last time I managed to make it to... I think it was about here. And it just forces the opponent to have... I mean, what do you got? Mud. Shit, if he's got jumping mechs, we could take the mud. We would be fairly exposed. There's no bulwark on these guys. So they would just have to tank with their faces. We could put the two Orions in there. Buckshot and Sumo will happily tank that. Although, obviously, if you jump down, if you have any sort of jumping mech and you slam in, they lose their guard and bulwark here. So it's not as great, but at least they won't get knocked down on that stuff. So we could do that. I don't really want to be dealing with punching mechs though, and Kintaros. It's always a bit hard to find people at the start. Alright, now it gets a bit sketchy. I think I'm going to start pushing out with just these guys. I think I'll do Showboat. Showboat's got the best movement here. I'd just like to know that he hasn't taken up a position on that hill. Because I don't want to push forward and suddenly find my path blocked and have to try and back up. Because if I get my heavies to about here and suddenly he pops up right, I am in for a world of pain. Get you up here, just to spread out that sensor a little bit more. You, sir, move to the edge of this forest over here. And we'll have to do with that. Alright. So we've got some envelope over here. I could cheat and have a listen. I gotta resist that. But we will just see. Does that sound like a building breaking? Is buildings on this map? I didn't even know there were buildings. Where the hell are the buildings? Can't even see what's going on over here. And it looks like puddles. Is there buildings in the center of this map? Can't even tell. Alright. Well, I have a distinct feeling I'm going the wrong way here. I have a feeling he's over on the center. Which would be a bit awkward because we'd get up on this hill. I guess we maybe keep going this way. And end up on this ridgeline because I really do like this ridgeline. It's actually better than this hill face right here to fight on. Especially as it forces things to come up that hill. We'll happily stomp off around here though. Keep hunting. I have a feeling he's in the middle. Should be okay though.
I hear ya.
Alright, we're gonna sprint you forward. Please, nothing sketchy. It's gonna be real painful. We might put you this far forward. I think I could probably hit that forest up if I need to.
Coordinates received.
And in next turn we'll consider that forest there. We're just gonna have to do this for now. I don't like that this is such direct line of fire, especially to this sort of area. I could have maybe backed him up this way a little. We'll leave you where you are. We'll start shunting you up this way. Alright. It's always a bit funny. I mean, I've never gone this way. I suspect you could, and I have no idea what would happen. I think people would... Wow, that cliff face. My god, if you got on top of that... Ugh, that would be so ugly to get on top of. So ugly. Alright, I think we just keep going this way. I might sprint for these trees if I can. It'll be a little bit of a hassle if he was actually there. I think, I can't quite tell. Your range is probably about here now. So I at least know that he's not in most of that forest. I really wish I had a light, a jumping light. I should take a panther. I think I should always take a panther. It's got to be one of the best scouting mechs, I reckon. It can jump for neutral heat. It can lock. It can brace. So even if you get in a situation like this, I think you can pretty much jump a panther most of the way back and brace it. Whereas this guy, Showboat, and a Centurion is going to be stuffed here. Absolutely stuff-oled. If suddenly he appeared here while I was halfway down here. If he was sitting here and I ran down here, I would be pretty much stuffed. I think we're going to do a full sprint here. Towards this forest though. We'll see what happens. This could be it for Showboat. Come on, baby. Nope. Alright, we're just gonna get everybody up there then, I think.
I'm there.
Everybody needs to start booking. Unfortunately, Sumo, you are a little late to this party. What we might do is I might get you up on this. I would like to turn you to face like this. Are you gonna step onto that? Hopefully not. Hopefully you're gonna be behind that. I don't really want you stepping up the hill. Come on, keep your head down, my friend. Look at that. He's like just peeking over. He's the crouching sniper there. Crouching sniper indeed. So we'll take up a position in this forest, and then I guess we keep pushing around the edge. I never go through the middle. It's pretty much a death trap to go in the middle, because there's all this water. I mean, it's all close range, brawly type stuff in here. There's no... I don't know, but before you get here, you get sensor locked, right? So suddenly you're in the water, and unless you're fast enough to make that hill, I don't go for that water. It's nice if you have Kintaros and stuff, but it is not nice if you have slower mechs. I mean, the Orions would probably stomp into this water and get stuck. And then they'd just be like, okay, cool, we're going to start firing from the water. Which could work out, I guess. We could slowly... you can't even reverse because you've got nothing protecting you. At least in trees you can kind of reverse and take your 25% damage reduction. Whereas in the water, all you're getting is heat reduction, which is okay for an Orion, but it's not...
I hear ya.
It's not the biggest of bonuses. Can we... Look, I don't want to run. It's so silly sometimes. I don't want to run around the outside. I would love to just come in through the trees like this. So we'll get up here.
Commander, moving out.
We'll get you in.
Rolling.
We'll get you into these trees, please. Nope. To the trees, sir. To the trees.
Advancing, I guess.
Sumo, buddy, just sort of hang towards the back. Maybe you won't get pinged here. Maybe. So just hanging out on the edge of the map here. I guess we keep going this way. We'll maybe take up over here. See how we go. See how we go. The old Centurion here, just chilling out with the AC and the grabby hand. Where's your actual cockpit? That cockpit looks really dirty. Really dirty, my friend. I think you should ask the engineers to be cleaning that for you. And then Mr. Orion here, old Buckshot, just chilling out. I've actually got a very female-driven lineup today. I'm pretty sure Buckshot is a woman. I mean, those facial features scream woman to me. So, you know, Sumo, you are the underrepresented gender here. So you got to hold your own, my friend. Got to hold your own. Don't let all the ladies show you up.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Funnily enough, the ladies are pretty good actually. Showboat is pretty good. Mockingbird, nice bit of tank on that sensor lock. I think we'll edge towards the forests a bit more this way.
Coordinates received.
Sumo, you're just gonna have to keep going through this.
Okay, let's go.
You're gonna finally make the forest. Alright, we have stomped a little bit further around in the jungle. Cracks me up sometimes, this game. I wonder if they'll shrink the maps down to be a bit smaller. I mean, the stacks is probably the smallest map, and you generally know which direction they're always coming in from. I think in the stacks you can get a sensor lock in turn 2. on the river, I think you could probably grab a sensor lock in turn 2 as well if you just sprinted something right across. I think this is probably the biggest map. Alright, our turn.
Standing by.
I think we just keep running. Hopefully he's not coming in from this direction.
Waiting for orders.
Let's just keep stomping on out. I think I'll take tree to tree here,
There. Okay.
just to make sure that our Orions don't get popped while not in trees. Telling him stacks is fairly small since it funnels you. It basically funnels you towards each other unless you jump up the hill, which I have seen one of my opponents do. Whereas this map allows for a lot. I suppose Valley allows for a lot of running around the middle. I just don't like the middle of this map. I mean, sure, this is a good place if you can hold it, but if you don't think you're getting this, then there's no point in running towards the center here. Just sounds like he's chilling in that island. I don't know what to do because I don't want to push that. I really don't want to push. I don't have mechs. I don't have the mechs to do it. I think I should have taken a Panther instead of one of these and then upgraded someone. Thing is, I don't really want to push out of this position either. Let's have a look. Have a look. So the thing is, if I go towards him and just give him an idea of where I am, it's still not good for me, because I will then have to sprint back and try and get myself in a better position, which I won't be able to do before he gets shots on me. Let's just face you guys towards this a little. Put Orion over here. Oh. Okay, so we got a Panther finally. Alright, the only scary thing here is hopefully he doesn't have hopefully he doesn't have any direct fire weapons, because if he does, it gets a little iffy if he's got, say, a awesome over here. So it looks like he's got a Panther. He's got an assault. So what? He's got someone with arc light and a light. He's got another light, a heavy, and an assault. Atlas? Maybe an Atlas. Apex with an Atlas would be fairly nasty here. We might be able to pick off some of these lights though, if that is the case. An Atlas is what, 11 mil? Is he gonna sensor lock? If he sensor locks this, we'll probably back it up and we will move forward with something to get our own sensor lock here. Alright, cool. So what we'll do is we'll probably move Showboat forward, try and grab a hold of this guy. And shoot back at him. He actually didn't... he jumped though, so he's probably got about 4 bits of evasion. If I could grab 2 sensor locks, we might be able to just get him down to nothing. And then ram an LRM-15 into him. We'll see what happens here. I don't know if I can get these guys far enough forward
What can I do for you?
to do this. Yeah, alright, so you can't. And you can't. So what we might do is I might sprint Showboat over here. Can't hold sensor lock. Really? Not quite. It's annoying that this is what he can see. If only I had one of my sensor lockers just a little bit closer, it would have been a lot better for us. A lot better indeed. Alright, let's go Mockingbird. Sprint you over here. We'll pull Sumo back. We'll push Buckshot forward. We'll make sure that he doesn't lose. We don't lose sensor lock here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
He will get the first turn of firing with whatever this is, which is a little sad for us. But we'll move everyone around. At least we're in the trees. So if it's a catapult, I guess we can eat that somewhat. This maybe is a catapult, an atlas, a locust, and a panther. Could you do that? I suppose maybe you could. 11. I don't know what a catapult costs.
Looky here. More company.
Catapult. It is. Alright. And then an awesome? Would this be an awesome? Alright, the catapult we could probably kill actually.
What's up, Commander?
Do you want to just move back, sir? Actually, the way we do this is we go Buckshot. You move forward, my friend. That's not enough. You have to go here, apparently. So we move you forward. You maintain sense lock on him. Brace.
Affirmative.
And then we move you back. Brace.
Something I can do?
I think that should be out of sensor range. Nice if we could actually get you to face correctly here. I don't want to really risk not being in correct range here. I think... I don't know which side he's on. Which side has... What has this side got? You got the medium laser and the LRMs. Maybe we'll just eat some shots on that side.
Piece of cake.
We get you moving back. Brace up. Hopefully he's not here. Sorry. I suppose if he's here, it's still side shots maybe. I'm hoping that's just enough to keep him out of vision. Sumo, you'll be super lucky if you are. Next turn, I might just sensor lock this catapult and just drop rounds on it. How do we want to do this? I'm gonna need to reserve here. We'll see what we can grab. Alright, cool. Hopefully he moves all these lights. Sensor lock this. Don't move. Please don't move. Or move to the side. I don't mind if you move to the side to sensor lock this. I'm a bit bunched up here to allow for maneuverability. Trees are going to wreck me a little on the backwards, but hopefully we'll be okay. Alright, he's coming quite far forward with that actually. Quite far forward. could be an awesome as well with LRMs. He's far enough to probably lock either of these. Okay, he's going for that. Alright. We don't know what his light is. It could be a locust with LRMs. If he just wants to go full LRM on me. If I can, I would love to drop rounds on the catapult. Solely because I can probably share bits off if it's not a... if it doesn't have brace going on. Let's just reserve up here. He'll probably drop some rounds on this. We can't avoid it. There's no avoiding it because we have the mediums and he has the lights. So we'll just have to eat some ammo here. If he moves this, I'll probably be okay with that. Otherwise, he just fires from the water, which indicates to me he's probably got brace. At which point, we probably just go for this Panther. Yeah, so he's probably got brace on that. Alright, at least the bulwark will do a bit of work here. I'm tempted to have a look to see if this has got brace, but as it is, I don't think I really want to. We'll move this way. Kind of range does he have? So he's about here, right? I don't think I can get buckshot back enough to save him from another round of shooting here. I think we will spread out a little. I want to kind of hit the edge of these trees here if I can. Just in case we do have to move you. And then we will sense lock you. See how much evasion he's got on this. Okay, so he's got 2. I could probably fire LRM 10s. And then 2 sets of LRM 15s. I think that'll give us a reasonable chance to hit. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
What kind of chance do you have to hit? So you got 50 at the moment. Mockingbird. What do you have? 50. So 50 off that is 20 damage, right? And then these guys will hit for 60s, I guess. And then the final one will hit for a bit better than that. Alright, let's do... I think we're going to do LRMs in here. Might as well start firing them now. If we can get his sensor lock off, it's a lot better for us. We're going to have to probably sit tight with buckshot here.
Yeah. What can I
It would
do
be probably better if I got him back a bit, but I don't think I can and not get totally mangled. I really need direct line of fire not to be happening here. So let's move you to the side. Do I want to move you though? I don't think you can direct fire from here, so we're probably fine here. I'll just twist you a bit because I don't know what else is out there. 60. Oops, I should have had a look at what buckshot has actually. Are we doing more damage? I think we're doing more damage. Now, Sumo, you are going to be the question here. I've got you too far forward as a sacrifice. I could give you a bit of evasion. I don't know quite where he is at. I might move you. You're going to have to just tank this, I think. I don't need direct sight on his LRMs. I think we just keep everyone together here. It's a bit sad I moved you this far forward. What would it be? It'd be like 60 damage or something. Ugh. Versus half. 25 versus half for less direct line of sight. I think it's maybe worth. But then he gets to fire again with that. We'll see what comes out of the smoke, I guess. If we need to, we'll probably move Buckshot out later. At least we're kind of getting through this. He'll probably jump it back next turn and sensor lock us. I would say this is going to be an awesome with LRMs. The two braces will have to eat a lot here. Have to eat a lot of damage. If it is the LRM fit, at least it's only large lasers next. Still have no idea what that light is. Suppose it could be... Alright, his heavy's still too far. Hope it's not a Victor or something. Hope it's not a Victor. So what do? Do you push this back? Sensor lock here. Hopefully he pushes it back. Alright, he's going sideways here. Onto the rubble. He's probably still going to sensor lock, right? If he sensor locks one of the Centurions, I'll be fairly happy. No, he's going to go... He's just going to keep going on that. Alright. If he's got dual sensor lock, he might want to get 2 and have Apex in here or something. Might be able to get line of sight. What's that? Another Panther. Okay. Dual sensor lock. Apex on something. Apex on this. Yeah, so it's Apex on something. Okay. Which means that we're going to be stuffed bracing here. Showboat.
What can I do for you?
Let's get you forward a little. Actually, Showboat. Do I want to get you forward or do I want to leave you here? Might move you. I might just leave you here. He can't do too much against you, which is okay.
No sweat.
This one here. Hopefully that's just enough. We might be able to get direct line of fire here.
Waiting for orders.
Quite. Not quite at all, right? Is there anywhere we can get direct? Slightly annoying. I have to check it out. I want to see if I can get direct line of sight with these guys. He might be direct there. Maybe we shed off the last of that evasion and we just blast him with everything from this guy. Man, that is not feeling great.
Looks light, Commander.
It's not feeling great at all. I'd say there's an awesome, probably with Apex towards the back.
What's up, Commander?
Did I just see you can get direct as well? Oof, but that puts you in the open. That puts you in the open. Oh, really? It had to be there, didn't it? And he's got sensor locks on too.
Standing by.
Ah, that's an annoying hill. Super annoying.
I'm here.
Really? Alright.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
I was hoping it would be just enough, but it's not, right? So I think we just fire in with missiles again. Probably move you this way. We are super close to having direct fire here. I'd say he keeps jumping this way. Maybe we move you... I mean, it's all the same, right? Maybe we move you over here. 45, yeesh. What is with that? Alright, 45 everywhere. Okay, I think we move this way, just in case he keeps jumping over here. We have to leave the two Orions tanking towards the front. Maybe the Centurions just go for the abuse on this guy. 45. Or do I shred it down? How much armor has he got? I mean, we're kind of close, but these things operate. They operate even with no weapons, right? I mean, they're just there to sensor lock for the LRMs at the back. Is he on rubble? He might get knocked here. He'll lose his evasion, that's for sure.
What now?
I think we just fire from here. 55 versus
Nothing I can do.
55. Alright, 55, and away we go, I guess. Damn, it's not quite as good as 60, but we'll have to take it, I guess. I'm a little afraid. Till I confirm that he has Apex, I won't move, but as soon as I confirm he has Apex, I think we start scooting here. I think we're going to have to just scoot ourselves out and run towards things. We probably just run down the hill towards that guy at the front there.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Alright, he's unsteady at least, so no more evasion. He'll jump, he'll probably get his steadiness back, most of it anyway. Still not sure what this exposed mech is. I really need to get... I probably should just move buckshot and brace and not fire next turn, because I'm really scared that there's going to be some direct fire weaponry, which would ruin my day fairly much. We'll know in a second though. If a truckload of missiles come out of the smoke, we will know what we are up against. How much fury do we have? 35%. Okay. He might back this one off and keep sensor locking with this next one. Alright. Or it's an Atlas. Alright. He doesn't have direct fire.
They're shooting at me.
I thought I would put Apex into the Atlas here and maybe go that way. I would probably pull this one back, push this one forward. He's just going for a move. He's probably going to brace that one. No? Oh my. I would have braced. Would have definitely have braced. Unless he wants to fire with this. Jump and fire. He's just hugging that hill. We'll probably walk out of here and brace. Because I'm not keen on all this direct fire anymore. It will cost us a turn of shooting, but that's alright. That is alright, sir. Alright, 2 more sensor locks. Not quite sure why he's spreading them if he doesn't have Apex. If this thing suddenly spreads fire, this is Apex, and we're just going to drop rounds on it. Absolute rounds, if we can. He might start trying to shoot us with these, which he could. Since we are nowhere near a forest.
Waiting for orders.
Do I think we win this war? I think we probably do. Kill the 2 Panthers. And then have Centurions left. If only I could get some vision on that guy down there. You know what?
Waiting for
We'll
orders.
see how much evasion this guy's got. And if he doesn't have a lot, we'll probably try and sensor lock up the other guy there. But we'll keep an eye on these two. So this one's the half damaged one, the one at the front. I hope I paid enough attention. I did. Alright, so we've got enough to sense lock him. We'll probably sense lock over here. I just want to see if this guy's got brace. Because if he does not, I would love to shoot that. Can you direct fire anywhere? Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, that's fine. We will move up. I just want to make sure that that guy over there doesn't have brace at all. Hopefully I didn't sprint. I have been known to make mistakes here. You know I have no entrench. Alright, time to just start dropping on the catapult then. Damn, that is Apex. So that will be Apex right there then. I'm surprised he's not splitting his shots then. This might be the turn he starts splitting his shots, now that I mention it. That doesn't seem like he's split his rounds. Alright, we're gonna move Buckshot here, down here.
What now?
Because I'm not keen on taking a whole lot of direct fire. We will eat... What do we got here? 80 to hit you? Let's move you for starters. What have you got? 65. Maybe I should have just shot from there with direct fire. It's my bad actually. It's a shame you can't undo moves. How are you looking? You're bleeding a bit. 65 to hit you. Maybe I just keep going on the Panther. I think what we do is we just brace up here though. And stop that direct fire. For now.
What's up, Commander?
Then you, I think, I'm kind of tempted to keep going on this. I'm also tempted to go on that LRM though. So what do? We do 30 damage. We would need to hit this 3 times. I don't know. Let's just keep going on you. I think we just do everything on this guy. We'll probably get him down. And then we can start working on the Panther. He can then decide what he shoots here. If he's got Apex, I would have been splitting this ages ago. At least the Atlas is a million miles away, so it'll take days for that thing to get to us. He's just going to probably walk and fire the whole time. I'd say he's got direct fire from there. We'll see how the missiles come in. That is indirect fire, so that's good for us. Good for us indeed. We are bleeding our armor off though. We can probably kill these two before he gets in, and then he has to bring in the Atlas to fight and keep this towards the back. I think that's the plan we go with. So we kill these two, which leaves these two to fight up close. The Atlas is going to be a machine, but we'll have to do what we can against that. Hopefully if we have enough mechs left by the end, we can obviously work through it. Alright, he's taking cover with that one. If he doesn't sense lock, then he's bracing it, at which point we just open up on the other mech. Oop, he's sensor locking. Alright, I think we just fire through that forest anyway. He's already through a lot of his if this comes too far forward, we'll probably just lock this and shoot it with one of the Centurions here. What's he got? So he grabbed the Centurion, he grabs Showboat. So if he wants to sense lock the other one, we might just it's a shame it wasn't Mockingbird. I could if he actually sense locks these two, I'm a little stuffed. guess I have no way of dealing with that except for moving and bracing. Hopefully he keeps going on these. Just keep going on these, sir. Oh, you want to bring into vision? Okay. Bring him into vision. That I can happily deal with. This is a fairly steady pilot. Fairly steady indeed. Alright, PPC in. So we're going to have a hard time hitting with buckshot. So what we want to do here is, I think we're stuffed here. So what I think we're going to do is we're just going to take the trees and sensor lock back and try and just burn this guy down, I think. Somewhere over here. We're going to just have to eat the fire. It's going to be 25 from a lot of rockets. And then we just burn them down with the 2 Orions. Full fire. Yes. Let's do it. Let's get over here. Sensor lock back. We're gonna just... Oh, it's gonna be so much damage. It's gonna be gruesome. Absolutely gruesome. Mockingbird. Now, here's the thing. Do I fire for 45? Can I get better than 45? I can get 55s. I think I just fire in everything on this and try and get it down. Try our best, because if I hit it, I mean, we can wreck it, right? And then the 2 Orions can hopefully wreck it a bit. Alright, I would have liked to have hit with the AC. That would have been excellent. So he could probably fire in. He's got his choice here of what he wants to fire in. I maybe should have shifted this sideways a bit. I couldn't quite, but next turn I think I will, because I don't want these autocannons taking the hits at all. It's actually not a bad move. You drop your missiles across these 2. You bring a catapult forward. I guess he's bringing it in for best hit chance here. He's going to do a lot of damage to whatever he wants here. I would have fired on these. Oh, that armor damage. Would have definitely fired on these.
Right here.
Let's shift here.
You say so.
Fire in with everything. I think so. We'll just heat up to the nth degree. Sadly, we're a little blocked by this hill, but hopefully we can maybe score a hit. Nope. Alright. Hasn't been the greatest. We have needed an AC-10 to hit here. Maybe I should have moved. I still don't know what he's going to fire on. He has vision on this. Can we get somewhere without vision? Does not look hopeful. What kind of chances do we have here? Alright, we got decent chances. So we'll go like this. Fire in everything. Come on, baby. Give me a hit. Alright. It's been fairly devastating. At least we've got to burn down a fair bit of armor on this, though. Alright. When that Atlas gets in on us, we are going to have a hard time, though. So we've burned off most of the armor on this. I probably wouldn't have done this. Mainly because, I mean, I would have probably have targeted this here. Yeah. If I don't get these two down before this, we might have a bit of problem. If he sense locks with this, we'll probably lock that and blast it, unless he moves this. He might jump this in. He could death them above this in, crash down on this, remove the armor here. What did he sense lock? See, why would you sense lock these if you're firing on this? I don't know about that. I would death from above this. And then fire this in. Alright, so that one at the back is what we're going for here. He shouldn't have too much evasion, and we will drop everything. I think Mockingbird has the best here.
Commander?
Do you have the best hit chance, or does Showboat? Are you both 3s, or is one of you a 4? Maybe we lock with you, since you've used some heat. And then we fire with Showboat, who has used no heat. Alright. Blow this guy up.
I hear ya.
We'll move you as far as you can go, which is to here, apparently. Would that give direct fire? That's a little scary. All of that's not great. I could move this way. I think we're just going to have to sit tight. What kind of hit chance do you have? 65. Alright, I think you're just going to have to sit tight and tank here, buddy. No evasion though on this. They need to jump every turn. You can actually jump these every turn. Without heat loss. So I would have just keep jumping these instead of walking them. Just for the ability to have the most evasion. You could also jump side to side in these trees and give a lot more ability here. Has he got direct fire from there? I don't think he does. That's all indirect. Buckshot is absolutely getting hosed here. Are we going to be trading a Panther for an Orion? That's not exactly what I want. 65, is this the best you can get? I think 65 might be it, right? Alright, sit tight, fire in. We're gonna be lucky if this kills them. I don't think we will be that lucky, but we have to try our luck anyway. 17. We're gonna take some rounds from this guy again. This will come in probably soon. At least we're getting some heat back, I suppose. You know what? We might shift our mech here slightly. Which side has the AC? You have the laser. Alright, let's turn a bit here. Just so we're eating it on a different side. Turn like this. And fire in. I don't think I quite shifted enough there, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do. We'll be real lucky if this kills them. I doubt we will score quite as much as we need here. Nothing. Alright. Nothing at all. Catapult does so much more damage than we can. If he had had Apex, he would be away laughing, right? You could just sit back here, keep pummeling us, keep jumping back and forth over here. Maybe I should have pushed out. I suppose we'll see how we go. I mean, we've still got two pretty pristine Centurions. If that catapult decides to come in, it might be good days for us. How many rounds have we been shooting for? I don't know. Keep walking this thing in, slowly but surely across this river. Get him coming up this hill, I suppose. It'll be nice when we can start direct firing. I would love to save buckshot here, but I just don't have... I could start backing up, I suppose, but if I start reversing, I start losing the bulwark. That alarm 20 is quite nice, actually. It does, what's that, 20 of them? 80 damage? It's 80 damage for nothing, really. For just walking and shooting, which is pretty good. He's probably doing maybe 60, half of that, 30 damage a turn. It's not bad, considering I don't really... Do I want to... Should I have left here? Maybe I should have. But then I would have just got LRM'd as I ran around. Well, not exactly quick on our feet. If we can get one of these down, I guess at least that's a little bit less sensor locking. Get the next one down. Start grouping up our shots here. Mate, that armor.
Oh boy.
It's holding, it's holding. A lot of LRM coming in. Another turn of shooting this, we might get it down. It's got 17 left. We do a fair chunk of damage every turn. I don't know what he's quite scared of. I mean, I think he would win this war. I mean, it's an Orion traded for a Panther. Seems pretty nice to me. I would stop walking this thing. Can I see where that went? It was that one, right? I think it was that one. So this one is the least damaged here. So this is the more damaged one. He might try and jump this back in. Give me something to shoot at for a turn. Which I probably would happily shoot at. I think he'll just sense lock with this though. Definitely would have jumped. Is what I would have done. I would have definitely have jumped. We might reserve here. Damaged, least damaged. Damaged, least damaged. I gotta remember. So if he jumps forward with this, I would just direct fire straight into all of this. I don't think he will, because that seems a little crazy to me. I think he'll just drop missiles in. Buckshot might start losing some arms here. Which arms would I like to lose? I probably don't mind if I lose the LRMs versus the AC, because I think we're going to need the AC when that Atlas gets on us. I think we're going to need it indeed. Hopefully he's running out of ammo on this. I would love it if he was running out of ammo on the catapult. I'd say he's probably got another 5 or 6 turns of firing it though. Easy. That might be line of sight if I move for it. I move... Sumo? He doesn't have direct line of sight. Oh, come on, baby. Keep your arm. Alright.
I'm doomed. Doomed.
We might be able to get some line of sight on that.
Commander?
Oh, we can. We can do it without even having to do anything. Let's go for that.
I'm there.
We'll see what we get. 1 evasion. I'll fire on that.
Gotcha.
I will definitely fire on that. If we can rip something off, I'll be super happy.
What can I do for you?
Please tell me you guys can get direct. You can. Sumo, buddy, you're in next. Let's go a bit closer. I would have loved some fury here, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Heading out.
Take the trees, fire in. Aye, aye, aye. We're having some bad days with the old Bad days with the old ACs here.
It's so hot in here.
It is, buddy. Just relax.
Gonna puke.
Just relax. That is getting pretty close to being able to use his cannon there. So buckshot.
Bye.
I think you just need to sit tight, my friend.
I hear ya.
Because you need to not die on me. You need to not die. Is what you need. We can't quite use the lasers. There we go. 80. I'll take that. Sumo. Showboat, you might get shot at here, buddy, but so be it. So be it. Do your best. We will get another turn of firing most of our medium weapons here. So we might actually get this knocked in a sec. And then we can kill him off to a degree.
Right here.
You're going to have to stay still. I don't need you dying on me.
Copy.
I should have maybe have shifted you a little. If I could. Come on, knockdown. Give me a knockdown. Not quite? Alright. So now, what does he drop his alarms on? We will keep going with these guys onto this. The two mediums can shoot this again. Hopefully knock it down. Which means the two heavies can then call shots on it. That Atlas is a scary, scary thing though. That Atlas is super scary. Has he got direct fire from there? He might be able to shoot this guy. Sumo might be able to get blasted in the face in a second. Blasted in the face. We have to kill most of this before this gets to us. Luckily, we're still just heavily tanking away here.
I just realized I'm sitting on the fusion reactor.
Alright, so now it's going to come down to a round of firing. So what's he going to fire on here? Try and knock this. Try and knock this so that we can kill it off with these two. There's no point in firing on this. Ooh, okay, that's kind of annoying that he hit with the with that. Because now we're going to have a harder time shooting him. We just need to kill this. These guys are kind of half damaged, so we can deal with that. And then somehow he's going to get a lot of fury on this Atlas, though. A lot of fury as he comes in. Soon, we'll probably just save our fury for shooting one of these guys as they're fast moving. Okay, that's not good for us at all.
Pull me out.
That's not good. So, I think Buckshot now has to take a turn here.
Waiting for orders.
I'm really scared of getting too close to that cliff, though. Alright, what do you got to hit? I think you fire in everything again. Knock this guy. Come on, rip an arm off. He should get knocked down here, though. And then we should be able to... kill him off. And then we can sort of concentrate on these guys next.
Waiting for orders.
Called shots, please. We'll go for the torso here. There's a lot of armor, but we'll probably spread some of our shots out anyway. So hopefully we can sort of kill that. Maybe. Maybe. It's a lot of damage that we need to do here, and I don't think we're going to get it done, but try our best. There's no point in firing on these guys, because they'll just jump. They've got a fair bit of evasion. And I don't really want to have to deal with that just yet. Buckshot's going to have to move to fire. We need another bunch of rounds on this. I think we just fire in everything but the SRMs. Come on, what can we fire here that it's not gonna... What do we need here? 55. I think we just fire in all this stuff overheat. Just so that we can ensure the death here. 40. Alright, we gotta pray here. We gotta pray a little. Come on, baby. Alright, we overheated for no reason, but we need that down. We need that off the board. He did blow up good. Thanks for the information there, buddy. Alright, so you're going to need to shift here. How can I do this? I think we shift like this. And brace. And we just eat the side shots here. Because we've got a bit of armor on that side. Can we get out of vision, actually? We can get you out of vision. I think we move here then. No vision. Fairly okay for that to happen. Could even go for a sprint and probably face you correctly. Let's just... Ooh, don't screw me over here. Let's just move here and brace. We should be okay here. With no vision. He'll probably shoot on some of this stuff anyway. Next turn, we look to get rid of some of these, whichever one's sort of weakened. And try our best there. He might shoot on this one here. Pretty hot. We're going to need to cool that down a little. Somehow. He's probably going to jump these guys forward. Maybe. Or he might leave them there. He might even jump back and sensor lock. Drop some LRM 20s on what? This, maybe? Start beating up this Orion. Although, that brace is doing a lot of work, right? I don't know if I would fire into that. I'd probably fire into one of these. Start getting one of these down. It's front armor though, so it's not so bad. Okay, he's going to go for that Orion. Alright. At least it's a freshie. At least it is a freshie. So now he's still got no vision with these. Does he fire or does he jump? That is the real question. How hot are you? You're kind of hot, so you can't jump and fire at least. I can't even tell. There we go. You can't jump and fire, so you're going to have to move. Or you could jump out and sensor lock. I would probably jump out and sensor lock. Alright, he's twisting sideways. Oh, that's a lot of heat though. Sensor lock? Or just fire the SRM 4. I think you can do that and be fairly heat okay. 2 sensor locks and maybe we can kill him. This guy is pretty mangled, so we could probably get him off the board. Ooh, the PPC, that's going to cost you a lot of heat. That's a lot of heat. Ouch. He's melting that mech. Alright. We're going to have a hard time firing with Mockingbird. Should be okay. We can sense lock there. Did he fire at Mockingbird? I wouldn't have fired at Mockingbird. I would have fired at just Showboat, right? Just to be able to get some work done there. Alright, we could sense lock this one and fire 3 into it. This one's too hot to really do anything. We could kill him. He's probably not going to fire this, right? Surely not. Surely. Oh, okay. Alright, he's heating them both up. I guess he's going kind of all in. Alright, buddy. You're gonna stay still. I don't mind if you eat shots into that side so much.
Rolling.
Since lock this one, we will blast this guy out of the sky as best we can. We'll ignore this guy, he's too hot to really do much. Next up, Showboat.
For ya.
You're gonna move and fire, my friend, onto this. Because I need some I'd like some evasion here. Although that then turns you into side shots for that. Can we... It's your AC arm as well. What do we get? 70 versus 80, 60. 2 evasion. Might do some work. He'll probably just shoot you in the side though, and that is the AC arm. I think I would prefer shots on you though. Plus 2 evasion. Let's go for it. Let's go. You'll get shot in the side, my friend, but too bad, so sad. Turn off your LRMs. Maybe we'll score a hit finally with the AC here. Nope. Alright, AC into the wind. Winding it is what we're doing. Alright, next up is going to be you two buddies.
Commander.
He's got vision on you. Can we just back up just a bit more so there's no more vision? And what do we got here? Wow, that is awful. Awful what he's done to you, my friend. Awful. I could move forward, but I just really want to eat a bit of armor on some of the other mechs first. I think we just move you this way.
I'm there.
See if you can't score a hit. I could. No, there's no point in focusing for this shot. I think maybe I'd focus for... Ooh, finally we got an arm off him. I think we focus with Sumo. I think we might move Sumo and focus here. Oh, Sumo, you're too hot actually. We'll move Sumo and probably just brace. Because you are cooking, buddy. What arm is that? That is your AC arm. Can we move for no vision? That's vision. That is no vision. Right, so now he's only got the choice of these guys, so he'll probably just blast them a bit. So we'll just get you ready to fire. That's a hot mech. Man, we did very little damage that turn actually. Maybe I should have furied with one of these guys. He can fury with this into over here. I'd say he's got fury, but he's probably saving it to fire that AC 2000 into us. The AC 2000. We're going to need enough mechs to punch him, because he is going to have probably bulwark on this thing. Alright. I did say that we would take a bunch to that side. It's not too bad. At least a lot of the damage is getting spread here. Let's see, what do you do? This one is super hot. You probably jump that back. I would jump some of these mechs back. Did we get your PPC? Please tell me we got your PPC. We got your PPC. Nice. You still have your PPC. I don't know how much is left of this mech. I could have maybe scored a lucky shot on. Actually, I should have maybe just furied into this. If he jumps forward, I guess we just use Sumo and fury it. Maybe we'll shred him apart. He's still got... The funny thing is we've actually hit his torso the most. That he's probably got a fair bit of armor left on it. Is he going to sensor lock with this? Fizzy braces it? We'll see. He's maybe saving some heat. Brace. You could sensor lock, I guess. If you thought you were going to lose all your sensors, which you might do if you're moving all your mechs out. Guess he's thinking about who he wants to sensor lock. He might sensor lock back here. And then you can fire in, jump and fire into the raw side of my mech. Okay, he's going for Sumo. Alright. So we could probably drop rockets on this guy. He didn't move all that far. We'll see how well this one, or where he goes with this one. We'll make our decision based on that. We'll probably, if this guy jumps and fires, we'll probably just fury into him. sensor lock, fire everything else. We've got no LRMs though. Luckily it's an AC. But there is not a lot left on this. Somehow we have to prep up for the Atlas with Furies coming out of everywhere on him. He is going to be a furious Atlas. I am furious. I have seen my friends die. And I am now angry, man. And oh. Death from above? It is. Alright. That was not paradise either. That was not paradise. Let's have a look. So, you have evasion here. Well, sir, we will see about that. Showboat? What kind of chances to hit do you have? 85. But then you might get shot in the back here. Mockingbird? I'll probably punch with Mockingbird. Move Showboat. Yeah, that's probably the best way to go. Move Showboat so that he's okay, or she. There we go. So that should lose all its evasion now. And then I could probably just shoot him in the side. Who's sensor locked actually? You are, aren't you? Commander? How bad are you? You are nearly dead. He hoped to land on my head. Yeah, I suppose that is a way to go. A way to go about it. What we might do is we might shift this way, give ourselves side shots, and prepare up for that Atlas to come up. Get our stability back as well. So we'll hose out the side of this guy. Luckily we've got enough heat here that we can probably get through this. I would like to have saved some heat, but I have a feeling RNG is just gonna... Yep.
That's a kill.
Alright. Next up, we've got sight of this guy, so we'll probably... you need to probably sit tight and just hammer away with the LRMs while we get ready for Mr. Atlas to come up. 55. I should have maybe gone with buckshot, but so be it. Maybe we'll pop some bits and pieces here. Send a torso. Alright, down he goes. It still could be you, Sumo. And somehow we're going to need to get you out of here, my friend. You're probably going to need to sprint back a bit. God, that's the raw side. I don't want that. You know what? Let's get you all the way back here. I think he shouldn't be able to get you enough with that. Alright, now it is going to get brutal. That thing is going to get on top of us. We're probably going to want to. He might just stay here, so we might try and flank around him. He's probably got Fury, so he just opens up on this. Hopefully he's got no vision. I maybe should have moved back a bit. I'd say he's got vision from there. Yeah, here comes the focus. Oh, it's going to be rough. She's going to be rough. We got a bit of armor, but not enough to really tank an AC-20 through everything here. Oof. Oh, look at that damage just pouring on in. Oof. We're close to losing that arm, actually. So what we want to do here is we want to get around sides, and really, is that the best you can do? That is garbage, my friend. Absolute garbage. I guess we back Sumo up. Alright. we're going to have to back up with Sumo.
Something I can do.
So that he's got no vision of you, buddy. Like so, probably. Brace up. And then move buckshot over here.
Right here.
Brace up, I think. That's not enough of a twist here. Brace up like this.
Moving to position.
Brace up. And then we reserve into him. Hopefully he comes forward a bit more. We can fire these two. And hope that bits and pieces stay on our mechs. Because this rock face is probably not doing me any favors, actually. Alright, here he comes. The 0 damage Atlas is coming in. Coming in, baby. Hopefully he's got vision there somehow, I'd say. Alright, that's probably a brace right there.
Commander?
So I think what we do is we go for a sprint. Unfortunately, this rock face is going to give us real problems, right? Sprint you around.
No target.
We can just sprint straight through, actually. Yeah, he's braced up there. We're going to need someone to punch that, actually.
Good to go.
How far can you sprint, my friend? To here. Hopefully you can climb down that rock face and punch him in the face. Let's go.
Affirmative.
You're pretty hot anyway, so Showboat, you're going to have to do this. And we're just going to have to get all sorts of nasty on him. All sorts of nasty.
Commander?
So you need to move in and you need to punch him, for starters.
On my way.
That'll be the first move, to get rid of that.
Ah!
Let's get rid of that brace. There we go. Because we don't want that. Next up, Mockingbird, you need to get around the side of him.
Standing by.
I would have preferred the other side, but I guess here we'll have to do.
Rolling.
We can keep going back this way, I think. I don't know if he can probably twist his mech enough to face this way that it's not going to really be a problem. Do we just attack into this? I think we do. And we'll start doing as much damage as we can
Target confirmed.
through truckloads of armor. Truckloads of armor. So that's that. Next up, we
Standing by.
move you forward, buddy. I really want you to twist sideways, though. Let's twist you like this. Just to give that armor a bit of a break. Bit of a break.
On my way.
Hopefully, I think I'm only in AC 10 range here, but that'll be fine. I mean, as long as we hit, right?
Roger that.
As long as you hit. Alright, nice. Bit more damage here and there. Bit more damage here and there. Sumo, you can probably just fire, my friend, without your LRMs though. Fire in all of this. Actually, how are you looking? So we might see if you can rotate a bit more here. Just like so. There we go. It's a little bit more rotation, right? We don't need to Fury through this. I'm pretty happy for most of this to go in. He might have Fury next turn, we'll see in a second. He now has to make the choice of, do you punch this or do you move up? That is the real question. And we've got to do a lot of work to this guy. A lot of work. So now he just slugs this thing in the face. Or he Furies into this maybe. He's got a lot of heat, so he can re-Fury if he wants to, or focus, or whatever they call it these days. Whatever the cool kids on the street call it. What do the cool kids call it? So we want to get you probably over here, shoot him in the back if we can. We're on this rubble, which is a little ineffective, since I think he could maybe knock you. Luckily it's a medium, so it only goes into a heavy, so he's an assault. He'll never get to capitalize on that, thankfully. Unless, of course, how would I do it? I would have to get knocked and then reserve into him. Oh, you... Okay, is he gonna shoot us in the back? He is shooting us in the back. Ooh. Ooh, sir. Showboat, you might have an issue here. Might have an issue. I think he has back armor here. If you survive this, at least you'll get back armor, though. He is twisting his mech fairly effectively. Do you survive? Probably not against an AC-20, unless your evasion wants to hold out. He might focus. Does he have focus? We will see in a second. Oh. Alright. Oh. Did I twist this the wrong way? I twisted my mech the wrong way. What an idiot. Alright.
Good to go.
Kind of melee can you do from the back? Ha 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 ha. Yes, sir. I'll take that. I mean, I could fire the AC plus the medium lasers, but I think I'd rather take the 95 to hit here. Plus, if we hit him, we'll remove some of that evasion. He should be unsteady here. There we go. No more evasion. For you, my friend. Mockingbird. Can you still not get to the side here? Alright, you're just going to have to fire in from here, I think.
I'm there.
What do you got? 80s to hit? We could heat you up a bit and go for it.
It's go time.
We should knock him if we hit here. And then... just a bit. Alright, so now we want to sort of start destroying things here. You need to turn this way. Preserve what is left of this mech. Not too much though, I don't really want him getting too far forward on you. Man, there's a lot of armor left on this. What's in this arm? Medium laser. AC-20. Where's his AC-20 ammo? We can maybe shoot into this. Oi, oi, oi. There is not a lot left of this mech though. This is the side that's taken internal damage? No, this side. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of armor. A lot of armor though. I don't know if I can get through with that armor actually. We might just... I should probably call shots on the torso. And just accept my fate on the misses here.
Locking in target.
Alright, I don't have a lot of firepower actually. If he maybe focused up on these guys, he could probably do a bit more work on them. Luckily, I don't think he can... He can't get around the back of this mech to punch it anymore unless he goes down here, I think. Which might be a valid move. Move over here, shoot this way. We still have a lot of problems here. A lot of problems. I should maybe move this mech in to punch. Man, this thing has got a lot of armor. He has beaten his way through it. I mean, we've only kind of damaged an arm. Maybe I should have just ripped it off. Get one less laser on me. It's a shame I don't have a jump mech to get down here. It is a mess. An absolute mess. He's surely got a focus. He'll probably destroy this. Is he gonna... Yes, he's gonna go behind this, maybe? No? I would've... okay. Whoa. Misclick. Focus. Fire, fire. Oh. At least that's not the AC arm, I guess. I don't know if I would have done this. I would have probably seen if I could get here. Because I think you can. How steady is he? He is full on steady.
Waiting for orders.
Let's just get behind him and shoot him, I think. It's probably the option now.
Right, Commander.
Alright, let's just shoot this guy in the back, yeah?
Right, Commander.
As best we can. Hopefully we can rip something off. Not gonna happen. Alright. Alright. Next up, Mockingbird. Let's go on him to the side. Let's just move in, I think.
Coordinates received.
We're gonna have to move in and bleed off a lot of this armor. We'll fire and everything. Fairly happy for that. The leg, I'm not so happy on. I'd rather not shoot the leg. I've got a choice here. I don't think I move either of these out of cover.
Right here.
Looks like you are gonna... Oh, you have to move? Really? Damn, that sucks. Alright, you're gonna have to move here to shoot him in the back. Stay as twisted as you can here, my friend. Stay as twisted as you can. At least you can get a laser in. It looks really hilarious moving around like this. Alright, and then Sumo. Do I take this? I don't trust that, so I think we just fire from here and try to wear him down. He is shifting his armor a fair bit here, so we are having to bleed through a lot of this stuff. LRM 20 crit. I mean, the LRMs, he was probably not going to use it anyway. I would probably back up behind this and shoot me in the back. You'd probably got a fair good chance of killing the Centurion. While I bleed through a lot of this. Maybe I should have moved. He's probably got Fury by now anyway. Luckily, we are pretty hunkered down. But Fury will just go through this guy. It'll go through probably this guy. The Centurion. Maybe if you get behind it, you can have some good times hitting it in the back. We will get another knockdown if he doesn't brace here. We have to keep a mech on top of him because he would probably just bunker down somewhere. And he's probably got bulwark on this to just ruin our day, right? And there's no way we would be getting through a bulwark Atlas. I mean, it's a lot of armor. It is a humongous amount of armor. Alright. Yeah, that's not bad. Probably focus. He's pretty hot though. He has been firing most of his turns. The AC-20 at least missed. If he overheats, at least he will have some more issues. On top of the fact that 4 mechs are just punching him. Or shooting at him. He's surrounded. It is still a good looking mech though. It is a good looking mech. I mean, I can't wait for the single player and to have 4 of these. Maybe you can't stick them all in your drop ship. But, my god, 4 of these. I always loved commanding one of these things in MechWarrior. Oh, someone's getting shot at here. Luckily we did turn that armor, because that is... Although, hopefully we can hold out here, because we've got some serious issues on the armor frontage. I think we just move forward with you. LRMs we will turn off, because there's not a lot of issues we have going on here. Maybe we'll chisel off this arm this turn.
Firing.
Should be nice. Maybe it'll be nice if I can get in.
Commander?
I think we just go for... Oh, we can get a punch in the back. Not quite. It would have been great though. Would have been great. You've got very little on the heat here. Hopefully he doesn't GG out before we finish. I would love to finish this match. Move behind this guy. Give him a shot to the back here. Just keep working this back armor as best we can. Boom, off comes that torso. So now we can start hammering into this as best we can. We're a little sketchy on the side of these guys. He's probably got Fury. Focus. Where can we move to? My god. I think we just fire from here. And just do our best. Do our best. And apparently kneecapping him is not our best, but that is what we will do. He is nearly down to being a stick in a sec. At least we will get side shots from over here. I hope.
Yeah.
So you can move. We probably will just move here. Because I'd say he's got... Can we not fire the medium laser? There we go. I'd say he's got focus by now. If not, which we'll probably see the end of Buckshot here. But as long as we can start digging into some of this armor. Not the leg. Come on. Not the leg. Funny thing is, it's probably going to be the two Centurions that last out here, since he fired so much LRM into the Orions. They probably bled off most of the damage here, which is lucky for me. The Centurions might have been gone by now if he had probably picked them over the two Orions. But I mean, you can see what we've ended up with. Both of them are actually lost weapons on the same side here. Is he gonna punch this? Ooh. Oh, unlucky. Absolutely unlucky there.
Good to go.
I think we just move to this side, shoot you on the side.
Moving to position. Here we go.
That sucks. That sucks. Big time. That would have been a pretty good. Pretty good. I think we move around here. We probably start turning off. You know what? We'll fire in probably just the medium lasers. Just to save a bit of heat. Or we could just heat up a bit more. I mean, some of the stuff's coming off.
Acknowledge.
We might get lucky. And start wrecking things here. Alright, he's down to 2 medium lasers and a torso. 2 medium lasers and a torso. And we should be shooting that torso in the back here. Hopefully. Twist again.
Roger that. Target lock on enemy's rear.
Oh, come on. These hits.
Something I can do.
So we'll probably move and fire, I think. Might as well. It makes no difference, us sitting anywhere. He's pretty much a pogo stick now.
Target.
And we will rip him apart. Nope, we're gonna miss. That last, knockdown. Knockdown. Alright, so he's gonna have a harder time getting up and punching us at least. He'll have a +1 on that roll. Overall, it's been a pretty good game. I can't remember what other game I had against him, which is a real shame that I can't remember what I had against him. I know I've played him before. I can't remember if I kept the video or not. Some of the videos I tend to get rid of if I get too salty. I do get a bit emotional in some of my games, especially when I'm facing things like 3 Kintaros and a catapult in 25mm bracket. As much as I love Kintaros, it is a god-awful fit when you are facing 3 of them. Oh. Alright. He's lost the small laser? Yeah, he's lost the small laser there. Alright, I think Showboat can have the finisher here. Come on, Showboat. You got this, buddy.
Waiting for orders.
You got most of your heat. I would have loved for a punch, but I guess that's not happening.
Affirmative.
Might as well turn on the LRMs as well. We will have a pretty good time of this, I think.
Firing everything I've got.
We just need one hit, and boom, down he goes. Down he goes.
Enemy down.
I think if he had played a bit more patiently, I think he might have won. Like, I would have kept my Panthers in the trees a lot more. I would jump them a lot more. I would have split my shots with, let's see what he had. I think, what did he have in that catapult? I would love to see what he had in the he did. So I'm interested to know why he didn't split his shots. The thing is you fire 2 sets of LRM-15s into a bulwarked, a braced mech. You actually only do the damage equivalent of 1 LRM-15. So you might as well not fire them both, right? If you've got 2 sensor locks, even if you've only got 1, there is no point in firing both. So if you just concentrated on firing 1 at each, he would have done a lot more damage. I actually think he would have won. He would have done twice as much damage before he engaged, and probably before he lost either of these Panthers. If the Panthers had kept on jumping, they would have been a lot harder to hit. He could have jumped them around in the trees a lot more. I would reserve a lot. I would have reserved and made me sensor lock first. So he reserves, it's my turn. At which point, I reserve, he reserves, it's still my turn. So no matter what, I would always have to go first in this build, right? And then my choices are I sensor lock something, which you then jump out. I then have to move another mech, which then reduces the damage. He then jumps in, sensor locks something, drops catapult rounds, drops atlas rounds. Yeah, I reckon he could have won with this fit. I would have died. I would love to know how much ammo he had probably left. It's a shame you can't quite tell, but I would have well and truly have died well before I got into any interesting range on either of these. If whatever one was getting targeted, you could then jump that out. I would have had reduced ammo on it. You could have had 2 evasion on it. If I sensor locked something and I couldn't jump it far enough back, you could bulwark it, reducing my damage even further. I definitely think that this fit could have beaten my fit, especially where I was positioned. I think he could have just rained down so much more damage. Definitely with Apex, he should have split those rounds. Ozone's pretty good. He does have the higher heat threshold, which means you can fire with the Atlas a lot more. But definitely, I think this could have gone a lot further. I don't mind this fit. Obviously, if I was some sort of bum rushing fit, this is still kind of okay. If I was some sort of bum rush fit, I would have taken a lot of damage probably from the Atlas. I've got to get in close to an Atlas. Yeah, I think this is alright. I quite like it. But with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.